I'm running in the corridors, trying to find unlocked doors. Screams and sobs are heard from all around me, and I hope that if a door may be unlocked, that silence will only come from it. The only thing I wish, silence. I turn the corner and I know I need to hide. I must not be found and brought back to my cell where tortured limbs will be poked and prodded once again. Pills will be forced, shots will be taken, and tests will be made at this facility, just like a guinea pig. I try to remember back to a time of peace before the creatures took us in for research. The misbehaved forced to behave, painless forced to feel pain and fear, children taken away and sent to an institute to be brainwashed into perfect humans, behaved with no sins and the mortality of their species before ours. My legs ache as the corner is turned, and I enter a door. I hide behind a cabinet and I think, where am I? White walls with locker-like cabinets fill the room, as I lay under the flag of our lost country. I open a cabinet which holds bagged items with the patient's name and the room number written on the bag. I look around and I see that the lockers are alphabetically organized. I run to my letter's name. I find my things within the cabinet, a watch, coin, wallet, and a necklace. A familiar necklace, the one Mikhail gave me a week before the creatures came. I put it back and I looked around and saw a closet. A loop of keys I take from the inside before running to the M section. I open the locker and I see Mikhail's name. I open it and find the number is 408. I hide under the flag once again after hearing footsteps pass by the room. When they pass, I run out of the room to the staircase which I start climbing. I look up and I see the sunlight coming from a small window. I remember an early Sunday morning with my lover as we lay on the long grass, looking at the clouds. He told me we would always be together, that we would be happy. How gullible I am. We also talked about a life apart, in which we both couldn't imagine. I'd rather die than know that I will never see his beautiful face again, never smell him or touch him. That's why I must find him. I walk to the 8th room on the 4th floor, and I find the right key. I open it, and what I see is horrible. My lover lying on a bed connected by cords pierced through his skull. I cry. I find tissues and tape. I know what I must do. I unscrew the plugs within his skull and I tape tissues to his wounds, stopping or attempting to stop the blood. I shake him and kiss him as he sleepily awakes, pale and weak. I pull him up and help him out of the room. I love you, is what he finally tells me. I return his love with a kiss, and I open the door to the stairs. We sit down to catch our breath. We both look at each other, and we weep, knowing what we've been through, knowing that things won't be okay. We must try, he says, and I agree. We look for a way out, and I remember seeing a window. I push and push to no avail. We go out the side door, in which holds a small elevator that would go down to the floor level and bring us outside. We enter the elevator. It's so small that half of my body doesn't fit in. Mikhail looks at me with fear as we hear footsteps coming down the stairs. I assess the situation in my mind. If he escapes now, I have a chance to get away and to find another way out. But he has the terrible wounds. And if I escape, he would be caught for sure. I tell him to wait for me at the outer gate, and I push the button. He's shocked at the fact that we must be separated once again. Our connecting hands part, and I start running, looking back to the elevator that's disappearing. I go to the 4th level, to the room where Mikhail was held, and I break one of the torture machineries. Something good to throw. I hear the footsteps coming closer to the room. I hide in a closet which holds a bunch of knives and shots. I leave a slit in the door so I can see what's happening from outside. They open the door and they start screeching. Their high-pitched squawks hurt my ears. I see them, tall and skinny, with claw-like arms, speaking in their language. They run out of the room and they set an alarm. I hear running from outside the room and I slowly get out. The running stops. I open the door slightly and I see that there's no one in sight. I sprint alongside of the loud alarms and I go back to the staircase. I stop at the window and I throw a piece of the machinery. as hard as I can towards it. The window breaks. I crawl out and sprint to the gate. I turn back to see the building, and I stop in shock. St. Florence Mental Health Hospital. I am wordless and confused. I slowly climb the gate with thoughts rushing through my head. Am I just crazy, or did creatures really lock me up? I jump down and I see no Mikhail. Did he even exist? I see a street from the trees, and when I get there, I see a busy street of people, humans, not creatures. Some lady stops and looks at me. Miss, are you a patient from that hospital? I don't know, I reply to her. Miss, you must go back. It's not safe for you out here. I fall and I cry. The lady picks up her phone and dials a number. A few minutes later, tall doctors come and give me a shot. I don't resist. But I know that I won't be okay, because my senseless mind won't remember this, the truth, that this really is no evil place. I will wake up and think again of this place as a testing institute, a place where I must find my lover and escape, a lover that doesn't exist, whom I will never truly see, touch, or smell, whom I couldn't live without, forced to do just that same. This place holds no evil, yet I will never be at peace. They are not creatures, they are just trying to help my crazy mind. As the shot kicks in, I am brought back to my room, and I finally feel at peace. Finally, there is silence, following by the sound of drills accompanied by the feel of cold, hard metal on my head. I finally hear an unknown language, and at the end, there's pain.